Hello everyone, how are we all today? Hope you're sitting comfortably, hope you're feeling good. We're going to get some music on because obviously I forgot to start that playing. That's very heavy. There we go, that's like it. Alright, wicked. Hello everyone. Yeah, I'm living in constant fear and paranoia that something's going to go wrong with the YouTube stream again. Basically, I'm not really a very good streamer. I'm kind of just I'm like a Victorian time traveler that someone has explained the concept of streaming to. And when I was doing the pre-stream a few minutes ago, YouTube was like, you need to set the bit rate of this, and this to these things, or things will go wrong. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it's lying to me or not. But either way, I put the stream down. I've changed the bit rate of whatever it was saying, and hopefully everything works fine on on YouTube. I will try my best to monitor YouTube, but honestly, I just feel like YouTube is some kind of scary secret sorcery that I don't understand when it comes to streaming. Either way, let me know if it's going poorly or if it's going well. Right, I'm not done talking. I've got more things to say. Thing number one: JC is running this on his channel. Starting on, I think, the 1st of July. It's an Only Connect tournament where he's got teams of people come in to take part in a quiz tournament. So, yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. These team names are very funny. You can go and check that out at twitch.tv/JCWhammer. So go and show JC some love. But wait, we're not done. Ta-da! There's also a charity stream happening for Trans Lifeline. And this is taking place on a bunch of other channels. You can see all of the information on the screen right now. So if you want to go and show that's on the 28th of June, which is this Saturday. So you're going to have lots of things to do on Saturday because, wait, there's more. Back to me again. I've also got an announcement to make, which I think you're all going to be very happy about. Let me just pull up my notes because there's quite a lot to go over here. The carousel has a release date, and it's the 4th of July. If you don't know what the carousel is, it's a product that comprises all of our currently released experimental character tokens and material. It comes with 3 cool boxes to keep your new tokens in. Sales will open on the 4th of July at 9 AM in LA, 12 PM if you live in New York, 5 PM if you're unfortunate enough to live in the UK, and at midnight in China on the 5th of July, and 2 AM if you live in Sydney. On the 5th of July. You'll be able to purchase it at Clocktower Con Australia, so if you're going to Clocktower Con Sydney, you'll be able to buy it there about 12 hours before you can buy it online, and then it will go on general sale everywhere else at the times I've just announced. You may experience a higher than usual delivery time though, so keep this in mind. Product may still, location dependent, need to get to the fulfillment center, so allow an extra 2 weeks for delivery. It usually takes about 1 to 2 weeks. So what I'm saying is, if you order the carousel, it might take up to 4 weeks to arrive at you because the world is a joke right now, and also I've been told that the 4th of July is some kind of important day in America where they celebrate wasting tea or something. Here's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's going to cost $35 US. Which I think, and I know that I'm a little biased, is really cheap. So $35 plus VAT and tax and the delivery, of course. But $35 for all of the characters that don't come in the main box. Products such as the carousel can be found on our website under the merchandise and accessories tab. So once it's available, it'll be on there, and there will always let me try that again. There will also be a load of new merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, notebooks, water bottles, pins, key rings, patches, and even some high-end dice that's going to be for sale alongside the carousel. And we're restocking the base game of Blood on the Clocktower. So basically, everything that we sell, you'll be able to buy on that website. If the UK went to war with the US because they tried to make tea with salt water, yeah, it is. It's terrible. I've seen how you lot make tea in the microwave. It's a joke. For Finally, one more thing that I need to tell you, and then I promise we'll play Blood on the Clocktower. Because we had an outage on the app, it meant we couldn't do the rescheduled semi-finals for the World Cup. They're now going to take place this weekend. So semi-final 1 will be Buyer's Remorse versus Stowed and it'll take place this Friday at 4 p.m. EDT or 9 p.m. if you're in the UK on the Genklonk Twitch channel. And then the second semi-final, which will be the Phantom Detectives versus the Ballad of Seat 7, will take place on Sunday the 29th of June at 12 p.m. in the UK or 7 a.m. in the US in EDT. So what I'm saying is, on Friday you can watch the semi-final, on Saturday you can go and watch that charity stream, and then on Sunday you can watch the semi-final, and then finally on this stream on Thursday the 10th of July, which is after Clocktower Con Australia, we will do the actual World Cup final. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Let's play some goddamn mother-flipping Blood on the Clonk Bonk. And, oh my god, it's working on YouTube. Dare I dream that something won't go wrong this week? My house is just going to explode or something spontaneously. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Okay, kids, I'm ready.
No, I don't have it yet. I have too much of a backlog. It's going to be a while. I'm sorry.
I want to see you play Thousand Year Door.
I'm almost finished Fire Emblem, and then I've got Super Mario 64, and then I've got Metroid Fusion. I've got a big backlog, and that's just the retro ones.
Oh, amazing. Awesome.
Hey, Ben.
Hello, you ready?
Hi.
I am ready. I was just waiting for Lyra to finish talking.
All right.
So yeah, today we're playing Confessions and Lamentations to celebrate that the carousel is coming out in like a week. Yeah, let's say that's what we're doing. Here, have some characters. I guess I'll ask these 3 to return. I'll just put you to sleep. That will make them return, right?
Yeah.
Night.
Night.
We just felt like not coming back to Town Square in your honor, Aggie.
Thanks. I am honored.
He'd help.
Wait till your next Jagger Bubble phrase, then.
Okay, Bounty Hunter. Easy. Learn an evil player. Passionately pursue them to the ends of the earth until they're dead. Easy peasy. I'm not even going to entertain situations where I'm poisoned or the drunk or anything like that. Just gonna go like a rabid dog at them.
Not wait.
Do you remember the game where we gave each other fake Yag phrases and then you were summoned into being the Yag?
Yep.
That was annoying.
I always want someone else to give me my Yagababble phrase. If I can socially engineer them into telling me a phrase that they think could be funny, and then I get to keep repeating it because it's actually my phrase, that's the holy grail.
Nice. I feel like I need to give Ed like some kind of Yagababble phrase that has some kind of very cringe language in it now.
Do you think that would stop him?
What?
No, but I want to
just make that Yagababble phrase. You got to say it every day.
Oh my god!
I know. Stop, Ed. I just want to hear Ed say it.
I want to hear Ed say "Notice me, senpai" 3 times a day.
I mean, depending on who's playing, I think I could give it a good go.
Is Austin and Ed's profile picture just blank for everyone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's to
So
do with
this
the
is.
transfer the profiles that like.
Yeah. You remember how all the custom images got dropped?
Yeah.
So I've not updated mine. Part of the reason why is I think it's quite entertaining as like a legacy thing. Of like, I've not updated it. I will not.
haven't changed mine. Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah, because once you've set one, you can't get it back to how it is now, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Although the other thing I do want to do is get as perfect a copy of the background for each seat as I can, so that I can try and set my image to be the background and see how much you can blend it in. And so there's just a black box around a section of background, and you're like, what the hell?
So this is interesting. If you're the hermit, you won't know it because you'll have the drunk's ability.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so we could have 2 outsiders who have no idea they're outsiders.
Yeah.
But it's okay because other people will think they're evil.
I just got jump scared by Cassie.
We can have 2 barbers. What could go wrong?
Yeah, we could, couldn't we?
Having multiple barbers since they'll swap the barber out or the hermit out with other people and still alive.
It'd be really funny if you swap the hermit with the barber after killing the hermit.
Yeah, if we have a Kazali in play, we could have 2 instances of all 3 outsiders that aren't the hermit, essentially.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely brutal. I bought a ginormous battery for my flight to Australia. It's massive, and it comes with a clip on it that lets you clip it onto your Steam Deck, so that you can just plug it into the Steam Deck. I'm hoping this will keep me going for my entire 27-hour flight.
That's wild.
A single 27-hour flight. You're flying directly to Sydney?
No, I'm changing at Hong Kong, which I'm actually quite excited about. I'm kind of excited to see what Hong Kong looks like.
A great airport. Even if you don't leave the airport, it's a very good time.
Yeah, I have been told that it has. I know a lot of people who, when they travel to Australia, will just spend 24 hours at Hong Kong airport, like book a hotel there, hang out there for a bit, recharge the batteries, and then do the second leg afterwards.
But you're taking a huge battery pack. You don't need to recharge your battery.
Exactly. Well, I might. We'll see. Honestly, I'm just gonna. I can talk it up like I'm gonna do something interesting. I'm not. I'm gonna go straight to a bar and drink at it until my flight when I'm in Hong Kong. But it'll be a bar in Hong Kong, so it'll be special in some way.
I think also there's like very good food at that airport. So the bar could include a bite if you're interested.
Yeah, I am. I am interested. Definitely will have a bite at Hong Kong airport. You know, have some of the local cuisine, like a cheeseburger or some fish and chips.
Peak Hong Kong is fish and chips. I wonder if it's actually kind of hard. Like, you know how there's some people who are like, oh, I go to all the hard rock cafes around the world and stuff like that. I wonder if your goal was, I'm going to have a fish and chip in every country. I wonder if that would actually be kind of difficult. I don't know if they serve fish and chips everywhere.
I think I think battered fish would be difficult to find in certain parts of the world. And it depends what you consider what you consider to be required for a full fish and chips. I know some people that would say it needs to have mushy peas, and they would be really difficult to find in a lot of places, I think.
I don't think you get those outside of England, yeah.
Mushy peas.
Mushy peas. They're just regular peas. They're not even there's a misconception about mushy peas that they're peas that have been mushed. They're not. They're just a particular variety of pea that when you cook them, they go mushy, basically. Mushy peas are brilliant now. Bit of vinegar in them. They're really nice.
Oh,
you have to have mint to be mushy peas.
Yeah, mint is quite good with them as well, to be fair. I'm really more of a gravy guy. I like fish chips and gravy, but that's a Northern England thing.
Mushy implies degradation, I feel.
Well, you should try some mushy peas. They're good.
I did. They were not good.
Where did you get them?
Somewhere in around Telford.
Telford, England.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, that is, you will have had the default mushy pea experience. So if you didn't like them there, you probably won't like them anywhere.
I also don't like peas, to be fair.
Yeah, well, that's probably that's probably not gonna help. The great thing about fish and chips is there are 3 very common sauces that people in the UK have with their fish and chips. There's mushy peas, or gravy, or curry sauce. And in some parts of southern England, they have a sauce called liquor, that's made of like parsley and stuff, which is like uncommon but popular in that area. So you got loads of options. You don't have to have mushy peas with your fish and chips.
What is the? You said that was the default mushy peas experience. What is the elevated mushy peas experience?
Oh, it's when you go to a fancy gastro pub and they have some sort of Ponzi version of it where they've got lots of, I don't know, gold flecks in it or some shit. Or, you know, unmushed mushy peas, or they've got it in a cube that they put in a bowl, or, so, you know, some sort of nonsense. But I think mushy peas are like the ultimate peasant food because they're really easy to produce and cook and they're cheap. And they fill you up.
Peas are also a pretty good source of like protein for a vegetable.
Yeah. Fish chips and mushy peas got everything you need. Got fish is a good source of protein. You got your potato, so you fill up. Have your mushy peas, so that you've got some veggies. You're laughing. You can have that for dinner every day, and you probably live till at least 50.
At least 50, yeah. I think the core underlying foods are probably the healthy part. I think the way they're prepared is
deep fried. You should go to Scotland and see how they've evolved these concepts. It's common to have a battered Mars bar up there, which is Mars bar is like a chocolate candy bar that they'll cover in batter and then deep fry.
Battered Mars bar is delicious.
For Americans, our equivalent of the Mars bar is the Milky Way.
We have Mars bars here.
We have Milky Ways here.
We have Mars bars.
But your Milky Ways are our Three Musketeers.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah.
Why?
Who knows?
Fuck if I know. But they are different. So the American translation was needed.
Thank you, Resnora.
Did you know that in England, a Milky Way is actually called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone?
What do they call it in France?
Hello.
Hey, man. I'm here to tell you that you're looking for some bounties and you find Ed covered in bounty candy bars.
Of course.
And he's also evil.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Aggie.
Bye.
I always wonder who's like inventing new candy bars. I feel like one, we haven't had a new candy bar in a while, but two, is there just like no funding or interest in that?
Because right now the name of the game for candy and chocolate is to enshitify the ones that currently exist by putting worse and worse ingredients in them to make them cheaper to produce. Nobody wants to go out on a limb and make a new one.
I walked down a gas station aisle the other day and I saw a bunch of candy bars I didn't recognize. So like, Raj, are you on top of the candy bar release schedule or?
No, I've been a little delinquent, honestly. I've been just buried in paperwork and have not been keeping track of it.
Plugged in.
Maybe we should produce a Clocktower chocolate bar.
Yes, this is the marketing brain we needed all along.
What would we call it? What would we call the
Well, it's obviously a clocklet bar.
A clocklet bar. I don't know. That doesn't roll off. It's clever, but it's not easy to say.
Yeah, it's specifically for the horrendousness of two L's following two C sounds.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Clocklet.
I thought that's what the carousel
And that's
was.
how I died! That's how I died, by Ed coming up with chocolate bar names. Go solve the game.
Blood on the Chalk Tower.
Don't want to.
No, that sounds horrible. That's just disgusting to say. Ugh.
Oh, hi,
Hello.
Ben.
Do you feel like doing a trust fall?
Sure, gossip.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'm the bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
So I need to tell someone right away that I've been told that Ed is evil.
Yeah, I okay.
That laugh is worrying.
Why?
Wait, did you choose Ed to be your mastermind or something?
Wait. Oh, you think I am not the Ghazali? I want to. Let's execute Ed.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. If you nominate Ed, I'll vote on him.
All right.
All right, thanks.
Can't wait for chat to be saying, "Oh, I think Malachi's evil" at this point. I blame all of my friends.
There's not really any way for evil to poison on this, is there?
No.
Okay, that's interesting. Jackie, let's chat. Hello.
Hello.
What are you up for sharing?
I'm the Banshee.
You're the Banshee, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very brave of you to say. I'll assassinate you tonight then, because the demon has to kill you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm the Hermit.
Okay, you're my second hermit claim with my second conversation, so this is going good.
I mean, I hope you told the previous Hermit claim that they can't possibly know that they're the Hermit.
I was kind of hoping that they understood that. I mean, I claimed drunk to them, so that way we were the two outsiders.
That's one of my favorite things to see new players do, where, like, someone asks them what their character is, they're evil, they haven't thought about it, they look at the script, pick the one that's right in the middle and go, "Oh, I'm the drunk," and then they read the ability afterwards. I'm the gossip.
Okay.
So I might just gossip that there's a Banshee in play, actually, because I feel like it verifies you.
That could be useful.
And yeah, and it will let the evil team know that they need to be careful who they kill, which might cause them to make poor decisions.
Yes.
Brilliant.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If you're that and you didn't pick me, I'm gonna be mad, George. I want you to know that.
Fancy a chat, Austin?
Is Benjamin.
Hello. What are you willing to share?
I am a grandmother.
You are the grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a little old lady.
Who is your grandchild?
Yeah, I'll tell you. Why not? Let's see what happens. Jackie.
Interesting. I have a claim from Jackie.
Interesting.
You feel like telling me what Jackie's claiming to prove to me that you're her grandmother?
Of course not. No.
Okay. Well, look, I've got a claim from her.
Yeah.
Maybe
she
we
probably lied to you.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, here's the thing, right? I'm the gossip, and I'm about to gossip that Jackie is the thing that she claimed to be, because I think it would be... Well, I'm going to gossip that thing is in play, not that Jackie specifically is it, because I think it would be insanely useful to verify Jackie's existence.
Can I ask what role she gave you? I know what role she is.
Problem is, if you're just making this up, I'm about to tell you what Jackie is, but then you've got the same dilemma, right?
That's a good risk. That's part of the problem, yeah.
All right.
So what do you got?
She told me Banshee.
Interesting.
I'm assuming that's not what she is then.
Let's just say she either isn't that, or if she is that, it's wild that she would claim that.
So what you're telling me, Austin, is that she either is or isn't that. I feel like there aren't any other scenarios there, so you actually haven't said anything at all.
Yeah, I'm in fact incredibly good at not saying anything, but using a lot of words. Are you really gossip?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm going to gossip that there is a Banshee in play and that the grandmother saw them. I think that actually...
Okay, I've gotten 2 village idiot evils for what it's worth.
On who?
Mal and Ed.
Mal and Ed, really?
Mm-hmm.
Now that is interesting. Very interesting.
Why is that interesting, Ben? Why would the gossip find that interesting? I'm doubting the legitimacy of your gossip claims.
Oh, not the gossip. I'm the bounty hunter that learned Ed last night.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, I think George is evil.
I
think George and Ed are either together.
Yeah, when you say Mal as well, you're talking about Malashan, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I think so, but here's the thing. I think Ed is more likely to be the townsfolk. I kind of would, but I also want you to get a new ping.
It's completely possible that Ed is also the hermit who has the recluse's ability.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, but either way, we want to get that out of the way, right?
All right, Ben, I trust you. I lied to you. I'm not the grandmother.
This conversation.
Jackie told me I was gonna be the only person who she told what she was. So I said, "All right, I'm gonna take the grandmother." I am a different role.
Okay, well, what are you then? I've told you everything now, so come on.
God, I want to believe. So I'll tell you this. I suspect I could be the hermit.
All right, look, I've been completely straight up with you, and I think that my reaction to you telling me that someone else saw Ed as evil is kind of evidence that I think that was pretty earnest. So can you please just be straight with me?
I'm the juggler.
How can that make you think you're the hermit?
It's a good role to be the hermit, you know. I'm gonna juggle. I'll tell you everything I know. I'm gonna juggle Malishon as a VI, who I think is a VI. I'll juggle you as something wrong, if that's okay.
Yeah. Juggle me as the hermit or the drunk.
Okay.
Because I could be both of those potentially.
Yeah, I'll juggle Jackie is some nonsense as well. I'm not gonna juggle her as Banshee.
So Jackie did tell you Banshee then?
She told me, she goes, I'm the only one you're gonna tell. I'm the Banshee. And I said, great. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna claim your grandmother, so you get killed at night.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, town. There are a couple of loud things on this script, so if anybody wants to gossip or juggle or throw other accusations around, then yeah, put yourself in a neat line. Malachi, I believe your hand was first.
Yep. I would like to gossip that we have 2 outsiders in play right now.
2 outsiders in play right now, thank you. Ben?
I would like to gossip that there is a Banshee in play and that the grandmother saw the Banshee.
Both of these things are true, yeah?
I want to gossip that they're both true, yeah.
Thank you, Malashan.
I would like to gossip that Ed is an evil townsfolk.
Alright, thank you.
I'd like to juggle Malishon as village idiot, Ben as the hermit, and Jackie is the innkeeper.
Alright, thank you. Anyone else?
Oh, can I also... Open? I'm sorry, can I add George as the harpy? Thank you.
Sure. Miss Nora.
I will juggle that. Go with Malachi is, all 4 minions or the bounty hunter.
Okay, cool. Nominations are open.
I nominate Ed.
Alright, what has Ed done?
Ed, unfortunately, lost the lottery, as far as I can tell. I've spoken to 4 people today, and 2 of them have claimed to be a village idiot that saw Ed as evil. So I think, unless this is some sort of coordinated attack, it's also entirely possible that Ed is a recluse or a hermit that doesn't know he's a hermit that has the recluse's ability. So, you know, those are worlds.
Ed?
So there's a combination of things. It's not just 2. I'm aware of 3, possibly and a half people who have pings on me. Also, there's a hermit who actually saw the hermit token. So amnesiac, I'd maybe ask some of that sort of question if I were you. I could be a hermit, believably. This is a character that would be worth making hermit. I'm not against dying. Yeah, we'll see who votes.
Chat is asking how did you get half a people, but the number is 6.
The half a person is Malachi, who is half sort of dragon dog thing.
That's already like 2 things. So that would make like a third of a person, a third of a dog, and a third of a dragon. Is that how that works, okay?
No comment.
Okay, cool.
I'm under the impression the
16
balloonist has
to
learnt
up.
me, which is the half a person, because it's only half of their information right now.
Okay. Wow, several people want to join. Nathan?
I'm just gonna nominate George.
Yeah, okay, tell us about George.
Just seeing what happens, that's all. No need to vote here.
Okay, George, what do you think?
Fair, I agree. We can do this for silence without actually executing me. But while I'm here, I'll let you know that I am one of the village idiots who is not picked Ed. I have seen one of the people who is claiming a pig on Ed as evil.
Okay. And if you want to save Ed, we'll need 6 votes on George. And if you want to put George in Ed's place, then we will need 7.
Knifin, would you mind changing your name to Knifin just so that it's not confusing for our viewers who don't know who Angie is? Or Knifin.
Anytime me and Knifin are on stream together and Knifin's name is Angie, people start calling me Angie and I don't like that. So I will just keep calling Knifin Knifin. And you do you. 2 is not enough, George is safe.
Hey Rez, is Malashan evil?
Maybe?
Oh, no, not Malashan.
Aggie's not interested.
What?
Yeah,
I was me nominating Malashan, please, Aggie.
Really? Oh, okay, sorry. I was trying to process what you said and it just kind of went, phew! Right, tell us about Malashan.
Good enough for me. Also has been seen as evil by a village idiot, that being me.
Alright, Malashan?
I think your problem, George, was that you didn't say Angie, I nominate. I'm good. Like, I'm happy to die here if it solves wells, but I'm fairly sure Ed's evil.
Malashan is happy to die. 6 to tie and save Ed. 7 to execute Malashan.
I'm voting on you because you called Aggie Angie. Just so,
Alright.
so you're aware.
Thanks for
I think we did. It was quite easy to get Ed up by the sound of it.
No, it wasn't.
Ed
Ed
was
got
probably
sick.
good given how easy it was to get votes on him.
Oh, come on, don't give Ed a chance to lift himself. Really?
Well, now I want him lifted. That's the problem.
Ed just channeled Richie and did not lift himself. 5 is not enough Malashan is safe.
I am fine to die. I think it's a waste, but it's not terrible. It's more I'd rather wait. All of the pings I'm aware of, apart from one, get more information and can verify whether they're drunk. Well, not verify, but get more information to establish whether they're drunk or sober. I don't think Malashan was a better kill than me. I also don't think it's worth tying off me. I'd rather kill someone if we're going to do it.
Ed, would you mind telling us specifically what characters these 3.5 bits of information are coming from?
2 village idiots, 1 bounty hunter, and half a balloonist.
Okay.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Raj,
Everyone's just gunning for Ed.
Sorry, I did hear Raj, but I didn't hear the rest of the sentence.
Sorry, I was gonna nominate Nikki.
Oh, Nikki. Okay. Tell us
Good
about
choice,
Nikki.
Raj.
Yeah, it felt like it's what the town wanted, and Ben validated that with his decision there. But also, I don't know, this is just a social. I think if Ed's evil, he can tie that off and then try to talk his way out of it tomorrow. He might still be evil. I feel like Nikki not having an antic until then was a little bit strange to me socially with the partridge in a pear tree, and so I'm just gonna put it out there.
Nikki?
I will happily nominate Ben after this, so would that make you feel better? I'm happy to die here. I've done my thing, and like, there's lots of explanations for potential stuff. It does feel a bit odd. All of these pings on Ed, specifically, but yeah, if town want to save Ed, I'm happy to die here. Yeah.
Okay. In case you want to save Ed, 6 votes will be enough. 7 If you want to execute Nikki instead,
I just want to point out that Raj was the 5th vote on Ed, which gave Ed the choice whether or not to tie.
I mean,
want to see who's going to tie.
George or Jackie was the one that came up last.
That is true, yeah. That is also true.
5 is still not enough. Nikki
I didn't see which of them it was, but one of those two.
I also genuinely wanted to see if he was going to tie it off himself, because if he was, that's still information. On day one, if we get evil, that's okay.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely agree.
I mean, I'm going to throw it out there that if I'm evil in any respect, it's in my interest to tie there, because you waste 2 days on me. Today and then tomorrow.
Unless you're the Zomball,
you waste the 3rd day on me. This is also fine.
Yeah, but I mean, you might prefer to, as a Zomball, you might prefer to not vote on yourself, and then to buy yourself some legitimacy, so that we all ignore you for the rest of the game.
Anyway, Ed going in 5.
I think we just have to execute Ed 3 straight days. I think that's the only way we can get to the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what we should do. Let's see if let's kill him today and see if he ties it on himself tomorrow. Yeah.
Let's kill Ed today. Ed is executed and dies, and you go to sleep counting how many times you might have to execute him this game.
Oh my god! If Ed uses a dead vote to tie off of him, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, Zomball's interesting on this script. To make it work, you kind of have to put a grandmother and a gossip and probably an assassin in the bag, really, don't you? There's not 1,000,001 reasons for people to not... Well, actually, there's a soldier and an innkeeper, I guess.
Yeah, I think with Zomball, sometimes having more daytime execution survival is nice too. So.
Yeah,
Zomball
you do, I think, I've talked about this before, if you're going to run a Zomball game, a lot of people's instinct is to not put any characters in that survive execution, but you should actually put loads in, because that enables the Zomball to kill at night. And this script doesn't have really any of that. So the Zomball's almost never going to kill on this script.
Sorry, Ed, you're gonna have a long game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You wait till I tie off myself on day 3.
So Ed, when you pulled a good token and then was told that the Khazali made you into a minion, how annoyed were you?
Oh no, if I'm evil, I'm the evil townsfolk.
Okay. Which townsfolk did you see?
Oh, see, no, that right there is a trap waiting for someone to walk into my double claim.
What?
There's literally no way for anyone to know what I am, unless I have a grandmother who really should have thought harder about me getting executed.
Yeah, but if you tell us what you are now, we're not going to later on think that you've sat around not telling anyone what you are until you've figured out exactly what's already being claimed.
Oh, there is someone who knows what I am.
Oh, okay. Do you want to whisper it to me?
As soon as I'd heard from a village idiot, no, 2 village idiots, and one of the village idiots told me about a bounty hunter, I went with, alright, I'll tell someone and no one else.
Why don't you whisper it to me, Ed? Want to? Get it off your chests. It's good to talk.
I think you may be underestimating the level of sociopathy going on in your neighbours.
Let it all out. Well, I have to say, I think this is the least number of tokens I have on a Grimoire after the end of a day 1 in quite some time.
I mean,
and 2 of them are village idiots, and I've only learned those because they've been inferred by other people.
I've got 4 village idiots on my Grim and nothing else, so we're rolling.
Takes a village.
I have 7 tokens down. I think that's the most, actually.
Yeah, you're winning. That's how you win this game, right? Get all the tokens down first. You think that you could create a traditional board game using only the components from Blood on the Clocktower?
Can I bring some meeples from another game?
Some meeples? Yeah, sure. What? I'll tell you what. Here's what you can do. You can you get only the stuff that comes in the core box of Blood on the Clocktower, and one other component or component set from another board game. So it could be the meeples, or it could be like the board from another game, or something like that.
The troll in me wants to say the cards from Werewolf.
Evan, that was the very swift execution of your first target.
Yeah, who you got for me now?
I've got Austin. Austin is covered in Mars bars.
Of course you have. Alright, cool. Thank you.
Bye.
I mean, I feel like a TTRPG would just be cheating, right?
Or just like everybody has like a dice set. You can buy from the Clocktower merch store.
Do you think that Minstrel and Zombool kind of... Do you think that Minstrel's there mainly for the Zombool on the script?
Yeah.
Good morning, town. You can ask Kat about why Minstrel and Zombool are there, but also nobody died in the night, so who knows?
Well, it isn't exactly
It's
what I
Zombool
thought was
confirmed.
happening.
Shall we skip to nominations and just get this over with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 3 minutes and I'll open philo jaggles and gossips and nominations.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're a village idiot that learned evil on Ed.
Yes, and Ed thought when Ed mentioned a bounty hunter, he thought that was me because I told a couple of people I was a bounty hunter with a pig on Ed.
Right. Okay.
That's made up by
But,
me.
but just
the
to be clear, you're not.
No, I'm the village idiot with an evil on Ed and an evil on George because George is claiming village idiot evil on me, but that's probably a minstrel.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Ed is just a minion because I'm the bounty hunter who started off with Ed on night 1.
Okay, so you are the bounty hunter. Okay.
Yeah, but and last night I learned Austin, but I got a pretty good read on Austin, so I think that was a minstrel night.
Yep, I think so, and I think George is probably genuinely the village idiot who's the drunk one who got evil on me, and I got evil on him because it's a minstrel day.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll pick him again tonight if I'm alive and see if I get good this time.
Yeah, that's a good call. Unfortunately, I now need Austin to die in order for me to get a new name, which is annoying.
Yeah, I think Austin might be the juggler, so it's not the worst kill.
That is
in the
what
world.
Austin claimed to me.
Yeah, he didn't claim it to me, but he juggled and it read like a genuine juggle. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is the juggler. All right, wicked. Thanks.
Cool, thanks.
Jackie.
Yes.
I'm cross with you.
Why?
Because you've lied to me. Hey.
Hello. I think that Ed was a minion and that we've just had a minstrel night.
Why do you think that?
Because last night I learned that you were evil.
That's really funny.
I think that your info is probably incorrect too, which is why you're mad at Jackie.
You're really gonna hate this.
Oh no. This is the conversation that keeps on giving.
Okay, I have lied to you twice. This is for real. I am the minstrel.
Oh, really?
I wasn't going to tell anybody. Yeah.
Okay, and what character are you going to tell me that you are 10 minutes from now?
Buddy, you're the only person I've told I'm minstrel. I'm going to keep going juggler, because no one else juggled, so I think juggler is, like, free. But
Okay.
I am the minstrel.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I can believe that.
The problem with that is, you're not getting another piece of information while I'm alive.
I'm fine with that. I feel like I've already contributed quite a bit to the puzzle. I don't mind if anything I get beyond this is just a bonus as far as I'm concerned.
That's fair, and we've already, if you are real, we've canceled out your townsfolk. So, Raj tried to lift Ed, but he tried to lift it on Nikki, who I also kind of read as socially evil publicly. And then George having a weird evil ping felt also incorrect. So those are my leading evils, but also Jackie's definitely not the Banshee. She's told everybody she's the Banshee.
I could see Jackie doing that.
Yeah, I am the minstrel though, but I'm gonna keep claiming juggler with a one, probably. That feels right. So, interesting. You learned I'm evil.
Yeah, I mean, it's not surprising, to be honest. If
Are
someone
you
in chat's
actually the
saying that
bounty
my
hunter?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, someone in chat saying my stream's at 720p. That can't possibly be right. Definitely should not be the case.
Okay.
Huh, that's weird.
Okay.
Why is it at 720p? That is really bizarre. I should be streaming at 4K.
1080.
What the
4K.
hell?
Wow.
What is wrong
Where?
with this thing? Oh well, whatever. At least it. Yeah. Video.
I'm gonna-
2560 by
yeah.
1440. What's that all about?
Ben, I believe in you. I'm gonna try and suss out Nikki, and then again, Jackie might be an evil. I don't believe the Banshee, but I suppose it could be. It could just be Jackie being Jackie. So, all right. Well, if we need to kill me at some point to get you more information, that's fine. But I think if I stay totally hidden, it is more useful because the demon won't know when to sync or anything. So just don't tell anybody that I am the minstrel.
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, some people are getting it at 1440 and some at 720. Maybe I'll just go back to streaming at 1080. But what? But I've got this powerful PC. I want to stream at 1440. It's probably a Twitch thing. Yeah, maybe Twitch is having a heart attack. Resnora, let's have a chat. Hello.
Hello.
What do you know?
All I know is that I received the Hermit token, and I don't know why. I can only assume Amni shenanigans.
That is interesting. I feel like you probably wouldn't make that up because it's so ridiculous.
It is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm kind of frustrated because I don't know why I received the Hermit token. And the Amni's not being helpful, so...
That is, yeah, I'm really... That is very unlikely that that is possible. Are you an evil townsfolk, Resnora?
No, I am literally just the Hermit.
Okay, well, if you decide to come out to me as an evil townsfolk later, let me know. I'll be willing to hear what you have to say.
Oh, okay. So... Okay, I'm gonna file that away as a very weird conversation we just had.
Yeah, I also think that seeing the Hermit token is material for a weird conversation. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Does anyone feel compelled to do any public claims?
Not a claim as such, but I would absolutely love to ask before we start, as Ed was just suggesting to me, building convoluted worlds in which we repeat our actions tomorrow night, just in case. If there is a minstrel claim, please tell us for the love of God, so we don't build around it. Without a bit.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Ed to claim minstrel. That'd be funny.
I don't have a minstrel claim, but I do have a gossip. I gossip that the Vigor Mortis... Actually, yeah, I gossip that the Vigor Mortis, the Poe, or the Kazali is in play.
Alright, Vigor Mortis, Paul, or Kazali, so it's specifically not whatever the fourth demon is? I see what you did there. Thanks, Malachi. Ben!
I would like to gossip that a player received the Hermit token.
A player received the Hermit token on the script with the drunk on it, sure?
Yep.
Malashan.
I would like to gossip that a minstrel procced yesterday.
A minstrel procced yesterday. Thank you, Malashan. Anybody else?
Just so you know, Ben, I have told a claimed amnesiac who the claimed hermit is, so because the claimed amnesiac is picking people every night, so there may be a route there that's sorting that problem out.
Okay.
Lyra.
Lyra would like to nominate Malashan, please.
Okay, sure, you can. That's for Malashan.
I'm still open to worlds where we consider minstrel proc day, minstrel proc day and Ed as evil as sin, but right now information is basically leading that that's not the case, and other information is leading that Malashan is evil. So And I think Rez thinks Malashan's evil, and I think that's the best basis to go off of, if I'm honest.
Malashan.
I'm going to give the most evil defense possible right now, which is you should give me one more day because I actually think I can get really good information if I get one more day.
1 day more. We'll need 6.
I'm gonna make the point that this is 2 days in a row in which Austin has put in chat that they have strong reason to believe that Malashan is good. And based on the claim that Austin just gave me, I don't know why.
5 won't cut it. Malashan is safe.
Can I nominate Nikki?
Was that Austin? On
Yes.
Nikki? Alright, let's hear it.
I think Nikki is reading pretty socially evil right now. I could be wrong about that. I also felt like they've jumped on both yesterday and today through voting, like just people kind of to nominate to push like goods over the line. So this is my best guess on where an evil is, but it is just that, an educated guess.
Okay.
Again, I'm happy to die. I'm pretty chill. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty chill, Nikki. If you want to chill him some more, we'll need 6.
Is Malashan not on the block?
No, with 5.
We needed 6. Which is what we're gonna get.
Ooh.
Oh.
You lied to us, Ben. You lied to us, you bastard.
7 is a lot. Nikki on the block with 7.
Malachi nominates Ed.
Sorry, I was typing, or I would have lowered.
Malachi nominates Ed. Tell us about Ed.
I now having a weird world going on that Ben might be the mastermind to Ed being a non-zombie demon, to which they're trying to get a cheeky day to win here.
Have a good one, Ben.
Ed, what do you think about the cheeky day to win?
Oh no.
I mean, look, I don't get agency for a little bit. You come back to me in a few days. You can kill me now if you like, though.
Okay, and to do that, we will need 7 votes, which is quite a lot. 8, 7 if you want to tie and save Nikki. 8, which is even more, to get Ed's body on the block, starting with Malashan's vote. Let's go.
Do we think there's a minstrel?
I think there is a minstrel.
Okay.
I think there is.
Until someone tells me they are the minstrel, I'm not going to.
I have a claim of minstrel, and I've also
not
spoken
enough.
to people whose information last night was weird.
Well, I saw you was good last night, so you know.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you're the drunk village idiot, George.
That could be fun. That works.
So your info is just going to be arbitrary.
That's a very specific identification of who the drunk village idiot is on day 2 after a minstrel night.
I believe that Malashan is the sober one because I believe that Ed is evil.
That's
And
also
not for anymore.
why I think Malashan's good for what's worth.
Why didn't we double tap Ed then?
Because it's a waste of time. We can, if Ed's is on ball, we can discover that organically over the course of the game and kill him again later.
Yeah, but if it's a mastermind day,
It's not a mastermind day. It was a minstrel night. God, I'm gonna look like a right fucking tit if it was a mastermind day.
I know why you're saying that, Ben, and if you're wrong, then it's understandable.
Has the bounty hunter attracted the ping? Because I probably wouldn't put a bounty hunter ping on the Zomble with a mastermind on night 1.
I would. That would be.
It wouldn't trigger it, so yeah, you can.
You just give the
Anyway, Nikki on the block with lots of votes. Let's see if you want to save him. 5.
I'm gonna nominate Ben.
Nikki nominates Ben. In other news, that's about Ben.
But I feel like I'm very concerned about the overvote on me by a bit, and the fact that we are not double tapping here. I'm very concerned it's more likely mastermind than minstrel, and Ben's the one who is pushing towards minstrel. So if Ben feels that confident about it being minstrel, I feel like Ben should be okay here rather than. Yeah.
All right, Ben, what do you think?
I'm struggling to understand why anything you've just said means that I'm evil.
No, what I'm saying is you feel confident it's not a minstrel day. Sorry, it's not a mastermind day.
Yeah.
And I'm scared that it is a mastermind day and we're about to lose.
Okay. I don't see why that means we should execute me, though.
Let's
Because
see
you're
what
the one
the
that's very
count
confident about it.
thinks. Nikki is on the block with 7, so we'll need 7
I
to
think
save him.
Nikki's
8
argument-
to execute Ben instead.
Is that the people who know it is a mastermind day are more likely to say, "Don't worry, pals, it's not a mastermind day," and that you listen to them.
I think
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not a mastermind day.
it's not a mastermind day.
I could be tempted to vote on Raj if we really want to move it off of Nikki.
I will say Nikki was just fine to die a few seconds ago, and now is pushing to stay alive.
Yeah, I didn't think about mastermind until Malachi brought it up.
No, I do think Nikki's evil. Sorry, Nikki.
Another countdown to Nikki dying.
I think it's suspicious that
in
Nikki
5.
didn't nominate me on day 1.
I told you, he was being weird socially at day 1.
Yeah, weird.
Right?
Stop. Kill the weird.
No, let's not kill the weird. All of us will die.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any nominations. Nikki is executed. And dies.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What
Oh,
have
no.
you done?
Uh,
Well, we have half an hour. Surely we can do another game.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Was it a mastermind day?
We're about to find out.
Well, we had a couple of village idiots. Let me tell you about them. Malashan was a village idiot, and so was George. George was the drunk one. Malachi was a gossip who gossiped correctly today. Not yesterday, though. Angie/Knifin was an amnesiac, whose power was that if you nominate someone and then they get enough votes to get on the block but not get killed, then you would get some juicy info. But unfortunately, 2 votes on George did not cut it, and you didn't nominate Ed today, and he didn't get enough votes anyway. Jackie was a banshee who's already getting ready for another career because she did not proc. We also had Ben the Bounty Hunter,
Uh-oh, Ben.
who turned Resnora the Philosopher evil.
Oh, I
which is
knew it.
exactly what chat called. Guess what Resnora did with her power? Resnora went hermit. Which made Lyra the original hermit. Philo drunk. Lyra thought she was an oracle. I had to put the token down so it's gonna show up as drunk, but Lyra was the hermit oracle with also like drunk and recluse and barber power. So when she got attacked by the demon yesterday, a barber power would have procced. But Austin was a minstrel, Ed was a minion, which means that this was a minstrel day. So our mastermind was fun, and you just
Oh my god!
Oh boy!
Well done, good team. I did show Ed to Ben on the first night because I thought, well, Ed can blag his way out of this, right? And then he also got checked by Malashan, and that was that. That was that, everybody. I was considering making an evil minstrel, but I thought, what is that minstrel even gonna do in this game? So, yeah. Sorry, evil team. That was an absolute wipeout.
The
evil
plan!
team loves, by the way, with Balloon's grandmother and soldier. Yeah, I guess we can do a quick trouble brewing.
Oh, wait. Did the evil team think it was not going to end today?
No, they must have known.
Oh no, I knew. I knew.
Yeah, that's why
Nikki
he fought
knew.
so hard.
Nikki knew. He thought Rash did not know.
I put it together way too late.
Yeah.
The reason I felt compelled to say give me one more day is I checked George last night and got evil, and I was pretty convinced it was a minstrel day. So I was like, if I check George again, I have to get good if it was a minstrel day, and that would just like solve the game basically.
So yeah, I
just do a
purposely as
quick
Ghazali was like, Mastermind doesn't get enough love. Let's put in a Mastermind and an Assassin. Let's try to get an early Mastermind proc and see whether we can talk our way into the win there. But that didn't work.
That's my fault. I got to minstrel means I'm drunk like at the end of day 2, and then I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to walk this one back. Hopefully, I was hoping that because the only person I'd spoken to that day was Lyra, so I was hoping she was just the drunk, and then it wasn't a minstrel.
Also, sorry, Resnora, for dragging you down with us.
It's fine. I thought you were good until you were already on the block, and then I was like, oh shit, never mind.
Right. I have some TB characters.
So, Nikki, what we've learned is that you need to nom Ben on day 1, otherwise you look sus as heck.
I wanted to look sus. I wanted to be the day 1 execution.
Well, look susser then.
And then be like, yeah, it's fine, kill me.
3 evil things on Ed's pretty rough. It's hard to make Nikki look susser than that.
There was part of me that was looking through the script, and I was like,
sleep.
there's no real reason to want to die here. And yeah. But we will get some mastermind love in.
I hope so. I was going to put the mastermind in play even before I decided you were going to be the Kazali.
What makes it sad is, like, I think last stream I was like, oh, we don't get enough Vigor Mortis love. Let me try to get some Vigor Mortis love by killing off my minions, and then that didn't work out because I think I died too early.
Ben, I don't know how we got there, but that was an incredible trust fall we did.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, yeah. There was a lot of
different roles. I wouldn't say that.
Your bounty hunter ping was on me, the second one?
No, because Minstrel Night, so it was on Austin.
Yeah, the one from Minstrel Night wasn't Austin.
It's the fact that it was on Austin, and then when Austin claimed Minstrel to me, that was just, yeah, okay. I'm 100% on board with that, because that's exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
How funny would it have been if I was the mastermind, though?
I gotta say though, Austin, I mean, I don't really think you can call that a trust fall. I trust falled on you. You gave me like 15 different characters before you arrived at the real one.
I had to be sure, man. The minstrel is a very powerful townsfolk.
There's a lot of branches when you fall down the trust tree.
That's right, George. There are a lot of branches. The thing is, right? Oh, sorry, Nikki, go ahead.
I tried to kill Lyra because I was like, oh, it's the only person who's claimed Oracle. I need to kill an Oracle here. And it turns out Lyra was drunk, philo drunk, and it was a minstrel day, so it wasn't going to matter anyway.
Lyra was absolutely wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The concern with like outing minstrel is I didn't want to get stitched up by the evil team, right? I wanted to be... I wanted the ability to go off before it looked like I was simulating it was going off, if that makes sense.
I thought there was a world where Nikki sunk the kill in order to sell Zombol rolls for us to go back to Ed later. And then Lyra was the drunk, and that's where the 0 came out of. But I wasn't gonna stitch you up, Austin. We were gonna end the game on day 2.
We did do that.
I did try to stitch you up, although I was like, this is my only reasoning. This is all I've got going. I need to not die here.
Nikki, is that token that you've got there the token from your character in Tom's stream?
No, I think it's slightly different.
There's the meme version and there's the actual, he's trying to make it into a workable script version.
Right.
I think Nikki might have the original meme version?
I think so. I can't... Can I make this bigger?
Really, really trying hard not to say that's what she said.
So
my back.
This token reads: you start knowing a player. Each night, if you don't nominate them today, something bad happens for your team. Yeah,
well,
that's
wow,
definitely
that
the
is
meme
incredibly
version.
appropriate.
I don't know who that's meant to be about. Now, my actual ability in Tom's one is something to do with if I nominate someone and they survive, because let's be real, I never get through a nomination. Then, if
Good morning, town! That is the gong of Nikki dying and ending a game prematurely. Anyway, I also died again. This is a very speedy TB. We have 20 minutes to finish it. Let's go!
If they die, I learn how many
team.
steps they are from the demon. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's let Malika. Oh no, Malika. Okay, cool.
Oh, that would have worked out for me actually. Oh,
go for it. What are you?
Butler.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the recluse.
Cool. That's 2 out of 4 outsiders already.
Nice. All right. Well, that was easy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come from Ben. So I was like, it must be a bounty hunter ping. Oh, I thought we had it.
Hello. Wait, tell me what you are.
Monk.
Okay, I'm the recluse.
Okay, I will not protect you.
All right. Thank you.
I don't think you're the recluse.
Well, I do. So, you know,
Right.
I feel like I'm an expert on it, and you're not really.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay, that's fair.
I am
We
an
should
expert
go
on what
for-
character I am.
We should go for one of Malashan or Nikki today. What was your read on Nikki?
Nikki told me he's an outsider as well.
Okay. There's an investigator ping on the two of them. Not going to say from where.
Yeah, I could see Nikki being evil.
Are you evil, Ben? Are you just taking?
I am not. I am the recluse.
Lovely. Okay, yeah, let's go for one of those two.
All right, thank you.
What are you? We've all hard claimed.
Oh, sick. Can I get a round robin and I'll jump in?
No, too late. You got to go.
I'll tell you, I'm an empath with a 1.
Oh, sick.
I'm the Undertaker.
Whoa. my goodness.
Ed, we all just hard claimed,
We
so
gotta
you have to go now.
I'm the Baron.
I've got a
Yeah, no one person you added in then.
Oh, look, the evil team's having a chat. Last one. Here's evil.
Wait.
What are you gonna
do? Lots of doors slamming.
Good talk.
That sounds like you all had quite a good chat, even if it was massive. And I had everybody claimed some roles, so maybe
Nikki
we'll finish this on time. Go on, Nikki.
Nikki nominates Malashan.
Malashan, where are you? You're here. Okay, let's hear it.
There's an evil ping on Malashan, and also Malashan wasn't part of the good players chat, which we had that probably didn't contain a single evil player.
Malashan, what do you think?
This feels like a vendetta at this point. I think we should kill Nikki.
Okay, well, we're voting on Malashan now. We'll need 6.
There are genuine evil pings on Malashan.
I think those same evil pings, though, are also pointing at someone else.
I mean, that's generally most TB players.
6 will do. Malashan on the block, and since we have someone on the block, and this is speedy TV, I'll give you 2 seconds to change your mind. Okay, Ben nominates Nikki. Let's hear it.
I've been informed that there is a investigator that's got an evil on Nikki, and the claim that Nikki gave me is exactly the kind of thing I could see Nikki claiming if he was a minion without a bluff.
Nikki.
Fair. Yeah, kill me.
Nikki, just kill me. 7 will do.
And if Nikki's the demon, then
We've
great.
still got 15 minutes, pals. We can't kill Nikki this early.
We
No, it just keeps getting speedier and speedier TBs all the way down.
7 is definitely more than 6. Nikki is more on the block, Malashan is less on the block, and I'll give you 5 to change your mind. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Nikki is executed again, but this time we go to sleep.
Oh, it's the mastermind.
It's a mastermind day!
George, tell me the truth, yes, please.
I'm not convinced we spoke long enough for me to tell you anything.
You said
Jackie,
it all out loud.
you know
Did
what
I?
you claimed in that ginormous chat? Is that something? Is that like public info?
Well, it was public info in that giant chat.
Am I allowed to make it public info?
Sure.
Would you mind saying what your number was?
1.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So one of Nikki or Malashan is probably evil.
I trust Malashan.
No, bad, Austin, bad.
It worked. It worked last game. Yeah, it worked last game. You know.
Nikki, if you're an evil player who has an average survival rate of 1.5 days, that's hilarious.
Oh, that should be a stat. I would love to know what my average survival rate is.
I would not.
Brain, if you're listening, we need this.
I would love that stat. I think it would be very fun.
Okay, what are other silly stats that people can think of?
Nominations per game.
Nominations without being executed is quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My partner just said number of double dongs.
I can see certain people being very interested in that stat, yes.
You can never have enough double dongs.
Good morning, town, and we're mourning Resnora because she died in the night.
Rip.
RSVP.
Star pass to George, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or Malashan.
Still 1?
Still 1.
Oh.
Hello.
All right, I haven't even talked to my other ping. My other ping was on Resnora.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I am the recluse, so.
All right. Cool.
Don't need to worry about Resnora. Resnora told me she was the Undertaker.
That sucks. All right.
Yeah, not surprising. I'm really intrigued to hear what number Jackie has now. I'm going to see if I can get a chat with her.
All right.
Cheers.
Ping, but it didn't say who it was on specifically.
Interesting.
Hello.
Hello.
What is your new number?
Another 1.
That's fascinating. So, Lyra or Malashan, probably. I wonder, have you heard of a chef?
No, I was just talking in town that, like, if there's a chef 1, it's one side of me, and if there's not, then Mal.
We've killed the wrong guy, yeah. Okay, cool. Alright, wicked, thanks. While I'm running the stream, I'm also trying to figure out why Twitch is now outputting at 720p in some regions. I think it's because YouTube, where everyone's getting a lesson on streaming today, YouTube wants a really high bitrate, and Twitch requires a really low bitrate.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I'm kind of understanding now why most streamers don't stream to both platforms simultaneously.
Mm-hmm. You got to have a pretty strong rig to do it, I think.
I mean, I do have
a pretty intricate setup is more the thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
I've got a really beefy PC and I have excellent internet. So I was doing fine. I don't know what. Like, I think actually, I don't know what was going on last week, but yeah, PC made entirely of beef. Hello.
Hello.
Were you really the Undertaker?
No. I was the Raven Keeper though.
Oh, nice. Okay, what did you see?
I saw a mare. I'm not gonna say where, but I saw a mare.
Okay. Is it? This is quite important. Is it Malashan or Lyra?
No.
Okay, cool. Have you heard of a chef anywhere?
No.
Okay. All right. It's just that Jackie's got a 1 again, so it would be nice to know if that's Mal or Lyra.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Nikki.
Rude.
Oh, Nora looks like she's got something to say.
No, sorry, that was an accident.
Nominations are open.
Did you tell me the truth, Wes?
I did a thing.
Okay.
Jackie, what's your number? Still a 1?
Yeah, that's interesting. Do we have a chef anywhere? No? Okay.
I think Jackie is evil, and I have very strong reason, or drunk. I have very strong reason to not believe Jackie's empath information, based on a number of confirmation chains.
Yeah, that's fair.
Malachi nominates Malashan?
Malachi nominates Malashan. Okay, let's hear it.
I believe Jackie. And so Malashan has to be evil here.
Malashan?
I think Jackie is good, but I think Jackie is the drunk. If you need to clear me, that's fine, but I am semi-confirmed by 2 different things that have happened. Like, they're both potentially, like, messable with, but I do have 2 different things that confirm me, so I think we should kill elsewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Malashan.
If you don't want to kill elsewhere, 5 votes will do it. Ben.
Yes,
Malashan, were you the person chosen by Resnora the Ravenkeeper?
No. Unless she hasn't told me. I may be.
Cool.
No, this is
I
legit
did
a
not-
bad execution.
I did not.
5 is
pick
exactly
Malashan.
enough. Malashan going in 5.
I'll nominate George.
Someone nominated George. Malashan nominated George. Let's hear it.
I am in a washerwoman ping with George, and I am the role that the washerwomen saw, so maybe George should be executed.
George.
I have been confirmed as the townsfolk that I am by a character.
Okay,
Is
five to
George
tie,
the person?
six,
George, are you the
George.
person chosen by Resnora the Ravenkeeper?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I picked George because I hadn't spoken to George yesterday, and so now you know.
Now I know. And knowing is half the battle.
If you know, you know.
G.I. Joe.
G.I.
Or
George.
it's not enough.
I should
G.I.
have done it
George
the other way.
survives.
I
Malashan
will
wins.
nominate Ed.
Okay, that's about Ed.
Sorry, Ed. I'm really not picking on you. I promise. But Ed claimed the Baron yesterday, so if we really don't want to kill Malashan, this might be a choice. Also, he's got a portrait of himself behind him, and he looks a lot less friendly in that portrait. So he's obviously hiding something.
I have no comments. Ed?
It's not the end of the world, is she coming?
Okay. If you want to do that, then 6 is the number.
Has Jackie been nominated yet?
No.
Nope.
I would much rather a Jackie execution than a Malashan execution.
Same.
Well, we're not having an Ed execution, so Malashan... Lyra?
Lyra would like to nominate Jackie, please.
Okay, tell us about Jackie.
I'm the washerwoman confirming Malashan, so if we're on an evil team together, Jackie should have a 2. She doesn't, therefore, probably evil.
Jackie?
Probably just an empath. Don't know what's going on. Just
So
here.
one of you is the spy.
Okay, 6 to execute Jackie if you really want to.
Lyra, Malashan could just be the spy.
Yeah, I feel like it's unlikely that Lyra is the
Definitely.
spy, because in that world, what's happened is Jackie successfully executed
He's on tie.
Nikki,
He's on tie.
an evil player, and then Aggie's had Lyra register as evil, which I don't think would happen.
5 is a
also
tie!
I'm happy to die for causing that. Well, not causing, but allowing that tie. By the way, I don't care.
I'll nominate Malachi.
Rash nominates Malachi, let's hear it.
I'm coming around to an evil team that includes Malachi and Austin. I think that makes Malachi evil.
Okay.
I want to know how you're linking me with Austin.
Vibes.
All right, cool.
Vibes wrong, man.
I feel like I feel compelled to say that Malachi whispered my character to me in the night. So Malachi knows what I am. Whether that's due to their ability, which I mean, I guess I'm out on them now, librarian, or whether that's because they're the spy or spoke to a spy, I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, to put Malachi on the block, we'll need 6.
I think it's Spy Baron, personally.
I was on
Yeah.
J1 then.
Night 2.
Okay.
By that point, most people would have.
And 5 is the 3rd tie, or a 2nd tie,
Yeah,
I guess.
you were
so...
fairly out by that point.
Yeah, maybe.
Going to sleep in 5.
Ed nominates Angie, Manafin.
And Ed, alright, tell us about Knifin.
I don't have a strong reason for knifing. I just have reasons not to execute other people. Knifing's a solid execution as far as I can tell, in the interest of actually continuing with this game and maybe giving information to an Undertaker.
Knifin, do you want to feed an Undertaker?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll put the last vote on me. So.
Okay, that last vote will need to be 6 or more. Let's go.
Do we have a what's our outsider count?
That is 6 or more because 7 is a good number to execute.
I have 2 on my Grim currently.
Sorry, I was AFK then. I just realised I left a baked potato in the oven for 3 hours.
Do you now have a lamp of coal for Christmas?
Oh, actually, I usually bake them on a low setting, so I think it's probably alright. But it's not for me; it's for my fiance anyway. So you know, it's not my problem.
Okay, well, apparently eating carbon is good for your stomach. Knifing is executing dice. We go to sleep.
I was
A really funny observation I've noticed is like, so when everybody is like doing a game for a new player, like storytelling for like a group of new players, I know that I find sometimes you need to encourage them a little bit to be executing and killing people, because a lot of roles in Clocktower benefit from people dying, and unlike Werewolf, which a lot of players come from. And now with as a group, I've noticed, seem to sometimes just struggle to kill people. And I just find that really funny how we've kind of like gone full circle now on the stream of where sometimes just don't execute.
I think once you like when you start getting semi-decent at this game, the rule is you should always execute, right? But like with all rules, the more experienced you get with following it, the more you start to understand when it's okay to break it, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So we kind of all have an understanding of when like, okay, we can not execute today for this, and this reason. I mean, a mastermind day is a good example of that, right? That's a great example of where it's definitely not good to execute.
Good morning, town. Who's not gonna be executed this game? Malashan, because she's dead. 2 minutes.
What were you, Mal?
Undertaker saw Nikki as his role and then died.
Cool, thank you.
Hello, it is a Spy Baron game. I'm about 90% sure.
Okay, why are you sure of that?
Well, our outsider count is messed up, from what I've heard through the grapevine. I think Malachi, she's reading Socially Evil. I think Rez might have been the demon who star passed George the Spy. Actually, that doesn't work. But anyway, there's an investigator who saw a Baron, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're an outsider.
Yep.
Nick's an outsider.
What are you?
I'm the Saint.
Okay.
Only told you this. I was hoping to die in the night, so I've been like just kind of claiming bottom 5 townsfolk stuff. But if it's a spy game, it doesn't matter. That means we have a drunk somewhere. Don't know where it would be. But yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, cool. Do you have any idea what Knifin was? Knifin's got to be this investigator. Right?
Yeah, Knifin was the investigator.
Okay, interesting. So we have, according to my Grim, a librarian, a washwoman, and an investigator. And then a bunch of outsiders and a monk.
I think Knifin was the drunk. Knifin claimed to have seen a Baron between Rez and Mal.
Okay.
Which doesn't work, I think.
All right.
Yep, so cool. All right, just wanted to catch up to what I know. Don't kill me, because the game will end. Thanks.
Okay.
Jackie's not real.
Jackie, what'd you get last night?
You're not gonna like it.
A 1.
What is it?
A 2.
Okay. No, I like that a lot. I'm the recluse.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. I am 100% on board with that.
Oh, okay. Then we want to kill. Now we want to kill. I understand why we want to kill Lyra so hard.
So Malashan could absolutely have just been the Baron, which would make Knifin's info correct. Which would make Lyra the Spyra. Huh. Are you just the drunk? We do need a drunk. But then that would make Knifin's info incorrect.
Do we have a saint hiding somewhere?
We do.
Okay.
Nick
I
is
hadn't
claiming
heard of
Butler.
one, so yeah, that I knew.
I agree with that.
8 players, noms are open, let's go!
Okay, nominate Lyra.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I was wrong about Malashan. The ones is Nikki and Lyra, and the 2 make sense. Kill Lyra.
Lyra.
Wait, what? Why? What?
Jackie's got a 2 between us, Lyra.
Oh,
Are we
Jackie's
actually going off
100%
Jackie's
evil or
information?
drunk.
I'm the recluse, so that's completely viable for me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Not for me.
what will do?
I think Knifin's the drunk.
Nathan's the drunk.
Lyra knew my role, so she's either the spy or good.
And Malashan knew my role.
Like I said, if I'm evil, me and Malashan are on the same team, and Jackie would have gotten a 2 beforehand.
I think Malashan's the Undertaker and Lyra's the spy.
Okay.
Lyra.
Nathan, what were your pings? Sorry, Lara, if you can nominate.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was an investigator. I got a ping of Baron between Malashan and Resnora. So either I was drunk or poisoned, one of the two. Not sure which.
Okay, so if you're...
Has anyone heard of a saint?
Yeah,
I think that they're
I'm the
hand up.
Saints.
I knew it, Austin. I knew it.
Sorry.
If everything I've heard is legit, we've got the librarian confirming the recluse, we've got Knifin probably the drunk, I'm confirming Malashan, the saint and Austin, whatever George is doing, the little scamp, they know what they did. For me, that makes the evil team Jackie, Ed, and Raj. So I would like to nominate Jackie, please.
Lyra would like to nominate Jackie. Let's hear about Jackie.
Probably not the demon, but was pushing on my Undertaker, and I don't try to put me out of a job. I don't like it.
Jackie.
Not necessarily pushing on your Undertaker, just more of following the information.
Okay. 5 to execute Jackie instead of Lyra.
I feel like if Jackie were making stuff up, she wouldn't have claimed to have gotten a 2 last night. That, from Jackie's perspective, was problematic.
That's a minion, then.
2 makes sense for her, doesn't it? Because you're the recluse.
Yeah, but she didn't know that at the time.
2 is not
No,
enough.
you
Jackie's
outed that. You
Oh,
outed
that's true.
that
Yeah, I
yesterday.
did. Yeah, you're right.
Lyra and 10.
I think if we think it's a spy game, I do think it's weird that Jackie's alive. But
5.
I mean, people
Maybe
have been saying
Jackie's
Jackie's
the
got weird info ever since day one, right?
Yeah.
1. Lyra is executed.
So
And dies.
Good game, everyone.
And we haven't finished on time. Just go
Lyra.
You need to try harder, everybody. Lyra. Love you. You're so good.
Guys, I feel like we're being steamrolled here.
We are.
Yeah.
Why?
what
So
minions?
when I went away for my first chat that day, somebody had asked Jackie, "What's your number now?" And Jackie started like giggling. I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but Jackie did her usual. Okay, I'm definitely evil, and do you know what I mean?
No.
No.
I know exactly what you mean because I've done it the last 3 times that I've been good, specifically because I have very expressive facial movements when I'm evil.
And now you're coming to rake in the benefits.
You've been accused of giggling.
Yeah.
Jackie's got a good face, and I've got the good voice. We're a great pair.
Voice face.
Can agree.
And today, without a voice and without a face, you find Raj's body in the town square.
Oh well.
1 minute per chance. We have 6 players alive.
What were you, Raj?
Where are you, Rush?
Okay.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
He
Raj
told me he
was
was the
one.
monk.
Raj was my top demon candidate, so that's helpful for me.
Stop us.
Stop ass. To Jackie. Get her.
Raj pass.
I have a 1 now. Sorry.
What'd she do?
Oh,
How
that's so...
very dare you? How very dare you, Jackie?
I really...
Wait.
I don't think I'm...
good.
I really would be very surprised if Lyra were not good in this game.
Yeah, I
Mine is
think
100% good.
I think that Jackie is on a different team to at least one of Lyra or Malashan. And so I
Jackie-
think we can afford to kill Jackie now that we've
Jackie's
exhausted the Lyra
either
Malashan
evil or
ones.
the drunk,
Well-
and if Jackie's the drunk, it makes knife and evil. I
My
think.
question would be like, is Jackie a demon candidate? Because I feel somewhat confirmed and would like to go for the mayor whenever we think it's doable. If we don't think it's, we think it's Baron, do we think there's a poisoner? Are we safe? My question is, should we go for the best demon candidate today?
I don't want to go for your mayor when out of spite, George.
I think if we kill Jackie, we're probably guaranteed a final day.
I think we're guaranteed a final day either way.
I think
If we
Jackie is good, Ed has to be evil, so we can kill either of them today and be guaranteed a final
Your
day.
final day could be today if only you make the right choice when nominating. Let's go.
I kind of miss Jackie.
Malachi, Evan is Jackie. Alright, let's hear it.
I wanted to believe in Jackie, but their information just now seems weird.
Okay. Jackie, can we all believe in you?
I believe in me, and that's all that matters.
That is true. And if everybody else wants to believe in Jackie being executed, you'll need 3 votes altogether.
Lyra, don't waste your
Joe
go.
Hendry.
Get out of my head, Nikki!
I think, if anything, Jackie's just a minion. And I know we should be killing minions, but we have 2 executions left.
If Jackie
3 is enough. Jackie on the block with 3.
If Jackie's a Scarlet
Going
Woman,
in
we should kill her today. If Jackie's the demon, we should also kill her today.
I mean, I would assume Baron is the best fit for the information.
4, 3, 2, 1. And Jackie's hair also kind of looks like a top hat. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, she gets executed and dies, and we go to sleep.
Wow, what kind of top hats do they have in Poland, Aggie?
You don't want to know, Ben.
To be fair, Polish top hat does kind of sound like a sex position.
No! This
Wow,
is worse
Ben.
than Clocklet.
Clocklet.
This is a family-friendly strum. How dare you?
It's definitely not. It's definitely
What
not a
does Stefan's
family-friendly
grandma
stream.
say?
What would Stefan's
Oh,
grandma
Stefan's
say?
grandma could have watched like a good.
She would probably
hour
say,
of
Guten
straight
Tag,
up
Nikki.
Isn't it like Guten? What's Guten Abend? Is it good evening?
Good evening, yeah.
Yeah, probably not
And
then.
Yeah, haben Sie eine Taschenrechner? Which is, do you have a calculator?
Why do you know that phrase?
I've got a
in
GCSE in
particular
German.
term?
I can speak a small amount of German. If you
When you learn languages at school, you just
Yeah.
learn useless stuff. Like there's a monkey on the tree.
I can tell you all about what classes I had, such as, I don't know, Was hast du am Montag in die ersten Stunde? Haben Sie Naturwissenschaften? Which is, what do you have on Monday in the first study period? Is it natural science? I'm sure that you're going to go away and use that in your day-to-day life all the time.
Absolutely. I'm
Val.
waiting for one person to respond. Thank you.
I am really interested to see who the demon kills of us 5 because I feel like none of us.
I think there are a couple people.
Good morning, town! There are a couple of people left in town apart from Ben, who is dead.
That was pretty
Your
much
4
confirmed.
nominations are open.
Sleep.
Does Malachi, Austin, Ed work as an evil team?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have any strong opinion about which of these 4 is the demon, and I'm quite happy for the evil team to take one out.
Yeah.
It needs a
If it's
poison,
me,
right?
if it's me, Malachi, Austin, then we attack George, and it still ends up with a good player in the final 3 because George bounces.
But like, you have issues with there being 3 outsiders in.
Yeah, 3 outsiders too. Yeah.
I'm chucking.
I could also just be lying.
Wait. Can we just talk about what Ed just did? Okay, Ed just basically tried to help coordinate what the evil team do there. If there is a poisoner among you,
I'm sorry. Do we not all know that George is mayor already? Get fucked, son. That's not.
What I'm saying is that
the difficult choice between poisoning the librarian, the saint, or the mayor for my team. Which one shall I go for?
I'm going to confirm Undertaker. Thanks for covering for me, Malashan.
Okay, look. Okay, go on.
Marshan has something to say.
I don't think that world works because in that world, Jackie and Knifin both have wrong information on night 1, so I don't think it works. Only one of them can. I guess maybe one of them's drunk and one of them's
needs poison sniping. I think
it needs poison snipe and drunk. But
everyone knows what everyone is at this point. The only thing that we if we don't kill anyone today, we have the option to go for a mayor win tomorrow, right?
Yeah. And we have one less candidate. We should just sleep.
You know what the storyteller should do? They should do a mayor bounce on the demon.
And then Star Pass.
In that world, there's a poisoner alive, so it doesn't work. Then we're not going to get a bounce. Like, George is just going to get poison killed.
I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
I'm fine sleeping. I don't see how there's 3 evils alive.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to be 2 evils alive.
Ed, what is Ed?
No, Ed,
I do think
you heard the man.
It's not fine.
You're right, actually.
Malachi, just put imp on your grim and move on.
Yeah, I literally have a good token for everyone except for Head, who I've still got Baron for from his day 1 claim.
If George is evil, Rest has to be able to. So.
Good morning, town. Ed's dead. In your final 3, we have Malachi, George, and Austin, and nominations are open.
Okay, that's fascinating.
We can
So, I need people to solve for me to be either poisoned quite a bit or to be the drunk, because otherwise it's just George. Because I am the fortune teller. I have Malachi, Malashan, no. Knifin and Lyra, yes, which is why I nominated Lyra and then Knifin on days 2 and 3. I have George Malashan, yes, because Rez's Ravenkeeper pick had come out. Bearing in mind Malashan was a no on night 1. I then have Austin Raj, no, and Knifin Malashan, no. I was a bit worried that Knifin had a Scarlet Woman.
Does the Resnora being the Ravenkeeper dying to confirm George work with Knifin's Baron ping of Res being the Baron and sacrificing themselves to get the Ravenkeeper pick of George work with your fortune teller info?
In that world, I killed Res without having told her that was the plan. We didn't speak until day 2.
Yeah, but we just have to believe you on that.
Did you say that, Malachi?
Ed Malachi.
Could Knifin just been getting bad information, but Resnora being the starting demon that Star Pass into George?
Also possible.
Possible.
Can we execute Jackie?
Did you check Malachi?
Malachi on night 1. So Malachi could be a Scarlet Woman to someone. Not a problem.
That's true.
Nora.
I think Ed might be the drunk because I'm still trying to figure out, like, we have multiple sets of wrong information, so I think we have a poisoner somewhere. And I don't know if that poisoner is still alive. But, like, to me, Ed's information seems wrong, because I know for a fact that I saw George as the mayor. So I don't, unless I was poisoned.
I mean, you have. If my information is correct, you have to believe that Malachi
Second
caught a Star Pass. It's also, if it's poison, it has to be poison a Baron, unless you're selling 2 of these outsiders.
Poison or
Play
Baron?
around, Nikki.
Go on, Nikki.
So we're all building worlds in which Knifin is either drunk or something investigator. What if Knifin is just simply evil and trying to sell Baron to help Austin, who is a potential demon, and Ed is getting poisoned. Ed was getting poisoned.
But I'll give you a 10-second countdown final call.
Would Knifin be the Baron in that world? Because like everyone voted for him.
I think I'm the only good alive. I would like to know who Town wants to nominate.
I'm happy to go for the mayor win.
I'm just the mayor.
YOLO!
Malachi's a
Yeah.
minion, even if they're evil.
Yeah, if Malachi's a minion, I think they started Spy possibly and caught the Star Pass, so there's no poisoner.
Ooh.
That would work.
I think it's that. If it's not George and Resnora together, which I don't think it is, then I think Malachi's the
Austin,
demon.
make the call.
Yeah,
1 second.
Austin.
We can get it
Let's-
back.
You know what? It's in the wind.
Go for glory!
The people
Go
want
for
a mayor
the
win.
Yeah,
Let's
mayor
go for
win!
it.
Mayor win! Come on, George, I believe in you.
Alrighty then, no executions today!
Oh, I'm scared. Everybody's too happy for it.
And the game is over. I'll tell you who won in a second. Malashan was an undertaker who found Nikki the butler and then got murdered. Other people have found some people, Malachi the librarian finding Ben the recluse. We also had, and I want to say Mara Joy will have to eat all her hats. Lyra was a good washerwoman, which Mara did not believe at all in chat. Hey Mara Joy. We also had Raj the Virgin, who never got nominated and then died on like night 4. We had a drunk empath who saw various numbers until she got to Ben and Soa too. And then we had Knife and the Poisoner, who poisoned a couple of people, including Ben on the first night.
Oh no.
We had Ed the Fortune Teller, who was poisoned once and found his red herring on that night, I believe, so got a yes anyway. We had Austin the Saint, who just decided to believe in a mayor who was Ravenkeeper confirmed, right?
Yeah, I got it!
The evil team has won with a fake mayor. And you know what? Multiple people in chat called, Resnora just star passed. I bet she star passed to George and she's gonna confirm him as mayor. And then Resnora goes and does exactly that, even though George was confirmed as an Undertaker by Lyra for sure. Anyway, thanks for that. Shall we play another game?
I almost got there.
Okay. Predictions done. We're going to take a short break, then we're going to do something. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Hope you're ready for some storyteller perspective. We're going to run the release script, which is Punchy by Zetz. And yeah, we're going to do some princessery. I'm going to... I think I'm going to have a princess and a pixie princess. Let's see how that plays out. Because obviously, both going to be opposing one another. I think to make it so that doesn't cause the game to drag too hard and to make it difficult for them to both use their abilities, I think we'll have a psychopath and a vizier. And let's make our demon a pucker. We'll have an alchemist. I think we'll probably have an alchemist Serenovus or something like that. Lots of princesses can be tough for the baddies, so let's put an ogre in there. Let's also put a mutant in there. And let's give these goodies some useful abilities. I've got an amnesiac ability that I'd quite like to try out. I don't know how well that's going to work. And yeah, let's finish off with... Let's put a balloonist in there. Actually, balloonist might be a bit rough without minions, so let's... Do you know what? Let's give them a Slayer, why not? Actually, Slayer might be a bit rough without minions as well. In that case, let's give him a Steward. Okay, cool. Let's see how this plays out, shall we? And we're going to have a pixie princess. And I think we'll send the steward to... Let's partner them up with Ruth. Okay. So, the amnesiac ability that I want to try out here... I've tried this before, and it's not... They've not figured it out. I really want someone to figure it out. It's difficult to figure out, but if you can work it out, it's very powerful. And it's this. The demon is whichever demon you are mad about them being. So if Ruth starts going, oh, I'm pretty sure we've got an Oho in play, that night the demon becomes an Oho. If Ruth starts saying, I'm certain the demon is a Vigor Mortis, that night the demon becomes a Vigor Mortis. If Ruth can work that out, she basically gets to choose which demon's in play night to night. And it can really mess with the pucker as well, because if you become a pucker, you don't get a kill that night, obviously. So let's see how that goes. Bluffs. Let's give them a philosopher. Let's give them a balloonist. And alchemist is in play, so we'll not give them that. We'll give them Slayer. What if they're mad about an off-script demon? They're not. That's not going to happen. They're not going to be mad about that. But if they are, I will allow it to change. Okay. Let's do this. Do we need any more setup? We do not. Here we go. Cool. Let's get Malshan in here.
Hey, Ben.
Hello. You have the Serenovus' ability.
Okay.
What would you like to do with it?
I will make Ed mad that he is the ogre.
Ed as the ogre. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
That is... oh, that's not what I meant to click. That is... that's unfortunate for Ed. Okay, we'll go break the news to him. First, let's get Raj in here.
Hello.
Who would you like to choose?
Oh, Pokaku's Night 1, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
1 sec. Sorry, I did not think about this at all. Let's go with Let's go with George for his fake Merowin. Thanks.
So you want George to be mad? Oh, hang on. Now, what am I talking about? You're not
Wait,
necessarily nervous. I'm just talking rubbish. Yeah, George, it is. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So yeah, George can't break madness. Let's get Ed in here. Hello. So first of all, you learned that there is a princess.
Okay, this could be interesting.
Yes, and it's about to get even more interesting because the Serenovus has chosen for you to be mad that you're the ogre.
Well,
So
people are gonna. I'm gonna be doing an interesting day. This is fine.
Yeah, pick your poison.
Okay. No, I reckon I can maintain both.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see how it goes. All right, that's it.
Cheers.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye. Okay, so Ruth's ability is passive, so we're straight over to... There we go. I think that was there we go. I think that was Streamlabs. Hopefully this stream is back. We back? We come back? Are we alive again, kids? There we go. We're back. That was just your usual Streamlabs dying on its arse. Didn't lose connection from the app, so definitely Streamlabs. Just make sure that we're back on YouTube. Yeah, we're back. Fantastic. Okay. God, honestly, technology. What are you gonna do? Okay, we're good. Karen's learned that Ruth is good, so we are now over to our ogre. Hello, Jackie.
Hello.
Who would you like to be friends with?
I have a question. If you were counting down, or counting around, would you consider Nikki 12 or 1? Because I rolled a dice, so I have an
I would
answer.
consider Nikki 1.
Okay, then it's going to be Ruth.
Gonna be Ruth. Okay, Ruth it is. Thank you. Well, Ruth's definitely gonna get a lot of help. Ruth's definitely gonna have a lot of friends to help them out. Okay, I'm gonna re-up the stream because it seems to have completely slashed